Chunky Pineapple. Chunky Pineapple is one of the Munch Bunch. He is a very strong pineapple who loves sport. He lives in a pedal bin, and the only way to get into his house is to jump on the pedal, fly through the air, and go in through the roof. It was 6 o'clock in the morning, and Chunky was jogging. As he ran, his feet made a loud thud, thud, thud noise. The noise was so loud that it woke some of the Munch Bunch friends up. They were not very pleased. "Come on, you lot," shouted Chunky. You'll never be fit like me if you lie in bed all day." "I think I'll do a lot of sport today to get really fit," decided Chunky. So he took his javelin up to a field to find out just how far he could throw it. Chunky put so much effort into the throw that the javelin whizzed right out of the field. The Banana Bunch were just on their way to practice some music, and they couldn't believe their eyes when a javelin pierced their drum and castanets. "Wherever did that come from?" cried Slippy in horror. "It must be Chunky practicing his sports again," replied Barney. Chunky hadn't realized that he could throw so far. The javelin had disappeared out of sight. "Perhaps I had better try something else," he thought to himself. "I know. I'll have a go at putting the shot." So he took the heavy metal ball into another field where he thought he couldn't do any damage. Crash! The shot flew high over the field and landed right on top of Corny on the Cob's brand new greenhouse. Corny was furious. "You great clumsy pineapple," he yelled. "Why don't you look what you are doing?" Poor Chunky. He really didn't know his own strength. Everything seemed to be going wrong. "I think I'll do some long jumping in the sandpit," muttered Chunky to himself. "I can't do anyone any harm there." So he began his run up, but just as he reached the edge of the pit, he noticed a group of the Munch Bunch about to set off on a hike. But it was too late. Chunky was running so fast that he couldn't stop. His leap carried him straight over the pit, and he landed right on top of the group. Corny, Top, Supercool, and the Banana Bunch were flattened under his weight. "Your strength is becoming a bit of a hazard," moaned Pepper. Chunky was most upset. He decided it was best to keep right out of everyone's way. So he started to make his way back to his pedal bin. Suddenly he heard Olive shouting for him. "Chunky, quick, we need your help," she yelled. "The bridge over the river has collapsed," Olive explained, "and all the hikers are stranded on the other side. Can you help, please?" Chunky felt much happier now that he was helping, and the hikers certainly looked relieved to see him. "Stay just where you are," Chunky shouted to them. "I'll soon jump that gap." And with one enormous leap, he landed safely on the other side. Chunky had thought of a plan to fix the bridge. He tied the rope very securely around the javelin and threw it as hard as he could into the wooden planks of the bridge. It stuck fast. Using all his strength, Chunky pulled the rope. Gradually, the bridge rose up to the level of the bank. Slippy watched with the others in admiration as Chunky held it level. "Okay, you can all walk across now. I'll hold on tightly, so you needn't worry about the bridge." "Giving way," commanded Chunky with great authority. One by one, Corky and the others reached the other side safely. "Oh, thank you, Chunky," said Tom Tomato. "It's such a relief to be back safely. I don't know what we would have done without you. We could have been stranded for days." Chunky was very pleased that he had been able to help. "Now they know that my strength can be useful at times. Perhaps they won't be cross about the other things I've done today," he chuckled to himself. The end.